What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Shadowlands video. How are you all doing? You guys notice anything different about, my character on screen? No? Nothing different? I didn't think so.
I just noticed your turban.
ah! Listen. You guys are always yelling at me but wearing my scarf. Okay, look, there it is. Oh, now you messed up my hair. Thanks a lot. All right. What's going on? Let's get into this. I had a couple people asking me about rotations for Enhancement Shaman. And so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna do a video on that. And I'm going to show you the rotations for one particular build today, because the really cool thing about Enhancement Shaman is that the rotations actually completely change if you're running like different legendaries. Sometimes they're not quite as different, but the emphasis that Enhancement Shaman can put on, Lava Lash versus, say, Storm Strike. Like, you can set up your talents differently. You can pick a different covenant, and that has a really big impact on your rotations. And of course, the legendary that you're running with, that can have, I think, probably the biggest impact on what you're going to be pressing, the order of the buttons that you're actually going to be pressing. It just depends. Like, there's also things that happen on the fly. If you're doing Witch Doctor Wolfbone's build with Elemental Spirits and you get double Storm Strike Dog, you're probably going to want to press Storm Strike if it comes off cooldown there, because it's, instead of it doing 4,000 damage, it's going to do like 12,000 damage. Okay, so like, there are so many factors that can change the rotation of an Enhancement Shaman. It really is one of these specs that changes on the fly, and you have to react to your rotation, to what's coming in and how it's changing as it goes. It is not a, set and forget kind of rotation that just always stays the same. It will fluctuate. It goes up and down. It'll change, and it just depends on kind of what's going on. If you're going to run like Hot Hands, for example, you have to be ready for those Lava Lashes to trigger. And when they do, you must press Lava Lash in like a hot hand window, or else you're kind of screwed. So kick back and relax. For those of you guys who really wanted to see this, I'm excited to do this video. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to get to the dummies in like a second here. I just want to do a little outline of like my build, and we're going to talk in particular about exactly about what your rotation wants to be with the fire builds. A couple guys in Twitch chat. How you guys doing? Good to see you in the Twitch chat. Thanks for stopping by. So, what build am I going to be looking at today? Of course, I'm going to be looking at Primal Lava Actuators. That's the build that I'm going to be looking at in terms of the rotations. Now, I'm going to do maybe some other videos. I don't want to do too many because it just feels like kind of clickbait or something. But I genuinely do believe that the rotation is different if you're running a different legendary. So I'm not just, trying to stretch all the content out and get as many videos as I can. I just think that if you're going to run Primal Lava Actuators, it actually changes your rotation. It genuinely does. So let's jump into it. First of all, what's the general play style for Primal Lava Actuators? If you're going to run this legendary, what is the rotation that you can expect to sort of do most of the time? The general rotation, of course, is that you're going to press Flame Shock, and then you're going to spread that Flame Shock with Lava Lash, and then you're going to detonate those with Fire Nova. It's a 1, 2, 3 punch. I'm going to do it right here, okay? 1, 2, and 3. That's like your opener most of the time, okay? That's a really simple, easy way to remember that this is what your opener needs to be. Because we spread Flame Shocks now with our Lava Lash, it makes it so that you go 1, 2, 3, detonated with Fire Nova. Now, depending on what covenant you are, blah, 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 all these different factors, it's going to start to change things a little bit. Once we get past those 3, it starts to blow wide open. So stay with me here, and we're going to work on going through all the different rotations. But I just want you to understand that very basic opener. The very basic opening rotation says, I want to press Flame Shock on a target. I need to hit that target with Lava Lash. They're going to spread more Flame Shocks. We're going to detonate them all with Fire Nova. Now, that is the 1, 2, 3 rotation that you want to go through. On AoE, we're talking specifically about AoE and Mythic Plus. That's a really important thing to talk about. I'll maybe do a little bit of a single target thing over here as well, but mostly we're talking about AoE. So you go 1, 2, 3 with Fire Nova. Okay, you're done that. Now what do? Now you're going to hit Crash Lightning. and Sundering. Get your other 2 AoE abilities out of the way. Maybe Sundering first into Crash Lightning. Okay? Because then when you press Crash Lightning, it makes your Lava Lash and Storm Strike also hit a bunch of different enemies in front of you when you press it, okay? So Crash Lightning is really, really important. The final piece of this will be Chain Lightning. I'll get to that in a minute. Let's add this second piece in. We're going to go Flame Shock, Lava Lash, Fire Nova, Crash Lightning, Sundering. Are you ready? Flame Shock, Lava Lash, Fire Nova, Crash Lightning, Sundering. Now what do we do? Well, we're going to press Lava Lash again, and we do Chain Lightning into Crash Lightning. Where once we get our spenders back, we go Chain Lightning into Crash Lightning. Our Fire Nova's back, so we press that again. That's part of the AoE. You're going to build up Maelstrom stacks, and it's going to give you your Chain Lightning back. You're going to press Crash Lightning into Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning gives you Crash Lightning back. Then you're going to press Crash Lightning again. That helps you in AoE a lot, okay? A lot. So, once again, your opener is going to be something like Flame Shock into Lava Lash into Fire Nova. Get the Flame Shock out, spread the Flame Shock around, detonate the Flame Shock with Fire Nova. That's the first part. Second piece of that, stage 2, is that we move into Crash Lightning, and you're going to Sundering on cooldown. Once you've cast it, just keep casting it on cooldown. But Crash Lightning, Chain Lightning, this combo works together. Crash Lightning actually increases the damage of your next Storm Strike, but that's okay. That doesn't really matter. But Chain Lightning, let's read Chain Lightning. Each target hit by Chain Lightning lowers the cooldown of Crash Lightning. And again, Crash Lightning helps us to cleave with Lava Lash, which is what we're going to be doing. So, Flame Shock, Lava Lash, detonate with Fire Nova, Crash Lightning, Chain Lightning. Then you're going to go back into your other rotation. Your Lava Lash will be back off cooldown, and then your Crash Lightning will come back. You press Crash Lightning. If you've generated Maelstrom stacks, you press Chain Lightning when it's instant cast, right? Don't ever cast Chain Lightning or Lightning Bolt unless they are instant cast, unless you have 5 stacks of Maelstrom Weapon, right? Maelstrom Weapon, if you don't know, is our little passive here. Excuse me. Maelstrom Weapon is our passive. Each time you deal damage with a melee weapon, you have a chance to gain 1 stack. Once you get 5 stacks, your next spender will do double damage, and it will be instant cast. So that's when they start glowing. If Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt are glowing, you have 5 stacks of Maelstrom Weapon, and you can spend it. And yes, to Max just asked in the Twitch chat, Storm Strike less of a prio now. For this build, it is. For Primal Lava Actuators, Storm Strike's at the bottom of the tier list. It just is. Another important note to say is once you cast Flame Shock, you don't really have to cast it ever again. In a real dungeon, you will, because you go pack to pack and you'll have to start up the chain again. But once you've started the chain of Flame Shocks and spread it around, you don't really need to, worry about casting Flame Shocks anymore on that pack. On the next pack, you have to start all over again. So, yes, Storm Strike is not something that we're really pressing unless everything else is off cooldown. Let me show you that. That's the final piece of this rotation. So, Flame Shock, spread it with Lava Lash, detonate with Fire Nova, hit Crash Lightning. You got your spender, spend Chain Lightning, get your Crash Lightning back, go back to Lava Lash. Your Fire Nova will be coming back off cooldown. Hit Fire Nova again. Then you might want to hit Storm Strike. That's how long it might take. Let's see how long it takes us to press Storm Strike. Flame Shock, Lava Lash, Fire Nova, Crash Lightning, Sundering. Forgot to do that. There's Storm Strike. Storm Strike was up for a second. I'm going to press it. Lava Lash, Chain Lightning, Crash Lightning, Storm Strike because nothing else is up. Lava Lash, Fire Nova's back. Chain Lightning, Crash Lightning, Lava Lash is back. We got a Hot Hands proc, so we're going to press. Now we're pressing Lava Lash a lot. And you can rotate between Storm Strike and Lava Lash if you want to. Crash Lightning, Chain Lightning, Lava Lash. We're going to detonate. Okay. Storm Strike, Crash Lightning, Lava Lash, Chain Lightning. Crash Lightning's almost back. We'll do Storm Strike, then we'll Crash Lightning, Lava Lash, Storm Strike. We'll do a Crash Lightning, Chain Lightning, or Crash Lightning's back. I keep mixing up the names, but you understand the rotation there, okay? Now, this is the basic rotation. You're just getting into your rotation. We're going to start adding some special sauce on top of this, okay? And it's going to get a little bit more complicated, but if you need to go back and review this video to check out the rotation stuff, just rewind and go back to the beginning. Remember, go step by step by step. Step 1 is going to be Flame Shock into Lava Lash into Fire Nova. That's step 1. Get that down pat. Then you're looking at the Crash Lightning, Chain Lightning interaction. Crash Lightning just does lots of extra damage for us. Helps us cleave with Lava Lash. Chain Lightning will reduce the cooldown of Crash Lightning. It'll get it back for you really quickly, okay? Now, let's start adding in some special sauce. Storm Strike you know, you only press it when there's nothing else off cooldown. So what else are we going to be doing in this build? Well, this build that I'm running is Necrolord. Plague Divisor Merilith. I'm running Necrolord because it gives me a lot of mastery. You can run whenever you want, but this is what I'm doing on this build. And if you want to copy this build, let me show you what you should be doing. So before the pull even happens, oh sorry, let me get to the talents first. This helps us with the special sauce. I wasn't even running Lashing Flames. That's so bad. Here's the setup you want to run. This doesn't change your rotation. Remember, we're trying to talk about rotations today. This doesn't really change your rotation. If you get a Hot Hand proc, you just need to press Lava Lash more than you've already been pressing it. So it doesn't really change your rotation. It just accelerates what you're already doing. That's what Hot Hand does for you. So if you get a Hot Hand proc, Lava Lash goes to the top of the priority list no matter what. You press it, and then you're going to tab target, and you're going to press it again. Then you're going to tab target, and you're going to press it again. And you've seen me doing that a little bit. Why are we tab target and pressing Lava Lash? Excuse me. It's because of Lashing Flames. All the Flame Shocks will now do double damage, okay? So that's the only rotation changer, and it's not a big change. You're already pressing Lava Lash as much as you possibly can. Your Lava Lash is coming off cooldown very quickly because of Primal Lava Actuators. But if you get a Hot Hand proc, you're like only pressing Lava Lash for like 5 seconds straight. Everybody understand that? Maybe like 6 seconds straight. You want to have a Crash Lightning in there before you start pressing Lava Lash, but you understand my point. Basically what happens is if you get a Hot Hand proc, you'll be able to press Lava Lash every other GCD. So you go Lava Lash, Storm Strike, Lava Lash, Crash Lightning, Lava Lash, Chain Lightning, Lava Lash, Sundering. It'll be something like that. That's the rotation. I'm hoping that we'll see it here. But now, those are the talents. Boom, boom, boom. This is my Mythic Plus setup. Hot Hand helps you with single target. Fire Nova and Lashing Flames help you with AoE. Sundering is obviously mandatory. Elemental Spirits we're just taking because we want to get the fire buff. Okay? That's the setup. Now, what are you going to do before the pull? Before every single pull, there's a couple things you need to keep in mind. Number one, you need to Fleshcraft. As soon as Fleshcraft comes off cooldown, if you have a second in the dungeon, like right as you're killing a pack, right as a pack is dying, start Fleshcrafting. Because the team will want to like zoom on to the next pack. They don't have time to wait for you to Fleshcraft. So make sure you can Fleshcraft. You have to find the right moments to do it. It's sometimes difficult to know when, but just practice and you'll get it. We're doing that because we get 120 mastery. Helps us do more damage. That's all you need to know there. Before you jump into every single pull, obviously make sure your buffs are on and put Wind Fury Totem down because you don't need to worry about Wind Fury Totem. This isn't Doom Winds. This is a fire build, but we still want our Wind Fury Totem down. Because if you put Wind Fury Totem down, it obviously gives your attacks a chance to hit again. So get that out of the way. Before the pull, get Fleshcraft and Wind Fury out of the way. Now, there's 2 more pieces to this that we're going to add before the build is like complete. Okay, so here's the final stage. We're going to call this stage 4. Let me go through the stages again. Flame Shock, spread it with Lava Lash, detonate with Fire Nova. That's stage 1. Stage 2 is Crash Lightning, Chain Lightning combination, and Sundering. Make sure you get Sundering in there. Crash Lightning, Chain Lightning. Always alternate between those 2. Stage 3 is simply to say you're going to Storm Strike whenever everything else is on cooldown. Everything else has to be on cooldown before you press Storm Strike. Okay? Yeah, I really enjoy it too, Max. Stage 4. Here's the final stage. We're going to add in our Covenant ability and our Wolves. Okay? So how does this work? This works very simply. Make sure you have Wind Fury Totem down. Make sure you've Fleshcrafted. You're going to do Wolves on pull. Then you're going to do stage 1, which is Flame Shock, Lava Lash, Fire Nova. Okay? Before you press Fire Nova, we're going to insert Primordial Wave. So stage 1 is going to change a little bit now. Everybody following me? So you're going to go Flame Shock, Lava Lash, Primordial Wave, an additional target over here somewhere. Then you're going to press Fire Nova. Then you're going to build up some Maelstrom stacks, and you're going to have to use Lightning Bolt instead of Chain Lightning. Your first Maelstrom spender has to be Lightning Bolt, not Chain Lightning, because we're going to get the cleave from Primordial Wave, right? Your next Lightning Bolt will also hit all targets affected by your Flame Shock for 150% of normal damage. Okay, so I know this is a sort of a big wrinkle, but follow me here. Wolves on pull. Into our stage 1 rotation, we're going to add in Primordial Wave. Here we go. Wolves, Flame Shock. Oh my god, we got 2 Firewolves. Detonate. Oh, I shouldn't have detonated. Primordial Wave over there. Crash Lightning. Sundering. We're going to do this. Now our Lightning Bolt comes out. There goes our Lightning Bolt. Now we have a Hot Hand proc, so we have to respect that. We're going to press Lava Lash as much as possible because it's there. I know we're ignoring Storm Strike. Just keep ignoring Storm Strike. You're going to do more damage with Lava Lash. Look how much damage we're doing right now. We're going to add an additional Flame Shock over here to help our Primal Lava Actuators. I'm Lava Lashing right now because it's off cooldown. We got another proc. There we go. Now I'm going to Storm Strike. Chain Lightning, Crash Lightning, Lava Lash, Fire Nova, Chain Lightning, Crash Lightning, Lava Lash, Chain Lightning, Crash Lightning, Lava Lash because it's back. I'm going to spread a Flame Shock over here for a second. Now we're back. Sundering. Primordial Waves coming back. We're going to detonate with... We got a Hot Hand proc. Holy cow. Hot Hand. Lava Lash. I'm tab targeting here. Chain Lightning. Lava Lash. Crash Lightning. Lava Lash. Now we Primordial Wave. Get the Lightning Bolt out there. Big Haste. Detonate. Hot Hand proc. We have 103% haste right now, so it's kind of hard. Remember, if we get a Hot Hand proc, you just tab target through enemies, and you tag them with Lava Lash. Okay. Our dogs are coming back soon. Let's get another Flame Shock over there. Crash Lightning, Storm Strike, because nothing else is up. Lava Lash, Chain Lightning, Crash Lightning, Fire Nova. Lava Lash, Sundering's back. Chain Lightning, Crash Lightning. Lava Lash, dogs are back. We'll summon them again. Hot Hand proc, here we go. We got a Fire Wolf with a Hot Hand proc. That's pretty insane. Always Fire Nova off cooldown. Primordial Wave's coming back. So we're going to cast it over there. Then we're going to Lightning Bolt. Then we have huge haste. Hot Hand proc again. Always prioritize Lava Lash when you get a Hot Hand proc. Every other GCD is a Lava Lash proc. Right? There's the rotation. Okay? I know it got really fast there. But yeah, that's what that's what's gonna happen when you get double legendaries for Necrolord, by the way. We had a couple of 26k crits on Lava Lash, almost 27k. Lava Lash almost crit for 27k. So I know it got really speedy, and I know that's maybe the part that the stage 4 part is where people can get lost and it can get difficult. But I promise you, this build is actually pretty simple. Stage 1. We're just going to recap the whole thing. Stage 1, we go Flame Shock, into Lava Lash, and then you can detonate it with Fire Nova if you want to. For the more advanced Stage 1, you're going to go Flame Shock, into Lava Lash, into Primordial Wave, then you detonate with Fire Nova. Then we're moving into Stage 2. You go Sundering, Crash Lightning, and then you use that Lightning Bolt that got buffed by Primordial Wave. Big Lightning Bolt that goes out. It cleaves everybody. Okay. Then you're doing your Lava Lash will be back, so you're going to Lava Lash again. If you get a Hot Hand proc, you're going to Crash Lightning, Lava Lash, Chain Lightning, Lava Lash, Sundering, Lava Lash. It's every other GCD if you get a Hot Hand proc, right? That's the basic rotation there. Wolves on cooldown, Wolves on pull. Before the pull, you want to Fleshcraft and you want to put your Wind Fury Totem down. Get those two things out of the way. Then I'll walk by it step by step. We go Flame Shock, Lava Lash, Primordial Wave over there. I'm going to Lava Lash again just for fun. We're going to Sundering. We're going to detonate with Fire Nova. Then we're going to build up Maelstrom stacks. Now we press our infused Lightning Bolt. It cleaved to everybody. Lava Lash. We got to press our dogs. Should have done that on pull. Sorry. Crash Lightning. Lava Lash. Detonate. Lava Lash. Chain Lightning. Lava Lash. Crash Lightning. Lava Lash. Chain Lightning. It's really, really fast. I'm trying to do it kind of slow. Spread your Flame Shock again. Lava Lash. Fire Nova. We got a Hot Hand proc again. Lava Lash. We're ignoring Storm Strike. Lava Lash. Chain Lightning. Lava Lash. Crash Lightning. Lava Lash. Chain Lightning. Fire Nova's back. Crash Lightning. Oh, Lava Lash is back again. Look at that. Primordial Wave's back. We cast it again. Lightning Bolt. Sundering. Then we go back to Lava Lash. Crash Lightning. Lava Lash. Chain Lightning. Lava Lash. Chain Lightning. Lava Lash. Fire Nova. Lava Lash. Crash Lightning. Do you see how that works? This is obviously super speedy. This is with double legendaries and a tier set bonus. We're finally going to press Storm Strike once. In this entire pull that I just did, we pressed Storm Strike. What? Is it even on here? We didn't even press it. We did. It's down here. Storm Strike did 0.6% of our damage. Way to go, Storm Strike. Woohoo. This is an extreme example, but you see what I'm saying here? You will not have to press Storm Strike. It is just not part of your build. It's not a button that you press, and that's a good thing because we're investing in mastery so heavily. We're so all in on mastery, and mastery doesn't affect Storm Strike at all. So we actually want to avoid Storm Strike if possible. We want to avoid that button. Okay? That's the rotation. I hope I showed it like enough times, and I hope that it makes sense. If you can just slow it down. If you want to replay this video, replay it and slow it down. Go stage by stage. One more time, I'll just recap it. Stage 1 is, of course, Flame Shock. Spread it around with Lava Lash. Spread one more Flame Shock with Primordial Wave. Then you detonate them all with Fire Nova. Stage 2, you get your Sundering out and you do Crash Lightning, Chain Lightning. But the first Maelstrom Spender that you get as a Necrolord, you have to use on Lightning Bolt because you got the Primordial Wave buff rolling in the background, waiting for you to spend it. You spend it on Lightning Bolt, and you get that big cleave. Right now, we're not getting any haste in the current version of the game, but in about 20 days or so, when we get double legendaries, we'll get a big haste buff. So that's it. Stage 3 is you're sort of repeating all of Stage 1 and 2. Unless there's nothing else to press, then you can press Storm Strike. But if you just want to avoid Storm Strike, if at all possible, because everything else does damage and benefits from our mastery, Storm Strike does not. Stage 4, of course, is that you need to make sure that you've always Fleshcraft and done Wind Fury Totem before the pull, and you need to do your wolves on pull with you. Your wolves need to always be out there with you, if possible, okay? If you get, like, double Firewolf on pull, and you get a Hot Hand proc, well, you're going to get Lava Lashes that do 22,000 damage like this one did, and 25,000 and 26,000 damage. Like, it's disgusting the amount of damage the Lava Lash will do, but this build barely touches Storm Strike. You are not here to press Storm Strike. You're here to press Lava Lash. That's what it's all about, and that's what the Legendary does. So this build, I think, is actually quite easy to execute once you get into the rhythm of it, but it can be kind of daunting at the start, especially once you get to like Stage 3, Stage 4, like I was trying to talk about. Once you're weaving in the Primordial Waves and trying to like make sure you line up all your Lightning Bolts so that they can cleave, there's some little nuances to the build that make it even stronger than what I was showing here, and as you practice, you will get better. But there's a basic rotation right there for you. I've explained it a million times. I'm not going to do it again, but there's your basic rotation, and then get into Stage 3, get into Stage 4, where you're summoning your wolves, you have optimal Primordial Wave Lightning Bolts, you're hitting like really juicy Fire Novas. You'll get used to all that, guys, and you will get really, really good at this build. So that's the rotation for Primal Lava Actuators. For those of you guys who were wondering, those are kind of the buttons and the different order that you want to be pressing them in, and those are the ideas that you want to prioritize when you're playing this build. Now, I'm going to do a couple more videos on different legendaries and maybe different Covenant/legendary combos that have a different priority on their rotation, because something like Doomwinds, for example, has an entirely different rotation, an entirely different idea behind it. Something like Legacy of the Frost Witch, for example, is the most obvious difference, right? It's all about Storm Strike. So you would see a complete reversal on your priority buttons that you want to be pressing. It's not going to be Lava Lash at all. It's going to be Storm Strike. So stay tuned for those other videos. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, I would really appreciate it if you push that button down below the video. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.